And they're underway, and the Olympic champion from 2000, Reuben Kosgei, going straight to the front. He said after his victory in Sydney, going back now 11 years ago, that he would be remembered as the little champion from the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Well, he's certainly stood tall in that slowly run race in Sydney, 8:21.43 when he beat Wilson Kipketer. And it's not going to be slowly run tonight, because Reuben Kosgei is going to take it straight up to them going down the back straight, and already, Tom, he's got a lead of about 10 metres or so.
He has. Well, he indicated earlier in the week that he was looking at a time around 8:15, the Olympic Games qualifier, of course 8:23.10, so he's not mucking about and intent on making this a fast race. It's something we haven't seen domestically in this 3,000 metre steeple for quite some time, and with an athlete the calibre of Reuben Kosgei. He was just 21 years old when he took the Olympic crown in Sydney, then backed up 12 months later, took out the world title. And just an impressive performer, and he's going to lead them. He's already got 25 metres over this steeple down the home stretch. And it's Yared Temesgen, also running the South Melbourne Athletic Club colours, into second place, as we see Mark Blicavs in the red top, moving his way around the outside. And Peter Nowill, the Athens Olympian, third place on the inside there in the black top.
And the man in second last place, also in the South Melbourne colours, Galetta, made a bit of a mistake at the water jump, but look at this man go. He's opened up down the back straight. He was also the 2001 world champion, as well as being the Olympic champion, and his lead is in the vicinity of 40 metres as they head down the back. Reuben Kosgei. Now in the battle for second, Temesgen has been overtaken on the outside. Just pick up that runner who's moved into second.
Looks like Daryl Crook that's moved into second place. Temesgen back into third. We see the yellow of Stephen Smith. Of course, Reuben Kosgei, one of the great Kenyans to tackle this 3,000 metre steeplechase event. His personal best time, the 7:57.29. He set that in 2001, the year he won his world title for the first time. 8th fastest all time. He's the 8th fastest man to ever contest this 3,000 metre steeple event. We're seeing him come down. He'll collect 5 laps remaining, and even at touch over 31 years of age now, he's indicated that he's wanting to go to London, and he's making the move to go towards that qualifier at this stage, try and pick up a 1,000 metre split.
And it is Jacob Cox who has got into second placing now. Nowill is in third, and Nipperess in fourth. 2:44.85 is the first split, so he certainly has put the hammer down.
And he's moved right onto that schedule at 8:15. If he continues that, he'll slide slightly inside that. So the pace is earnest. This is an Olympic standard qualifying performance we're seeing at this stage through the first 1,000 metres that Reuben Kosgei, the Olympic champion at 2000, is putting on. And the young man in second place doing a very good job to lead an Athens Olympian, Peter Nowill from Queensland, who, interestingly enough, we saw take out the Australian Marathon title just a couple of months ago here on the streets of Melbourne as part of the Melbourne Marathon. And James Nipperess in the white is just tucked in behind him. A very strong performer over 15 and 5,000 metres through his junior career. But it's Reuben Kosgei that'll take 4 laps remaining, and the best part of the home stretch, maybe 50 metres in front of the field.
He's in a world of his own at the moment. Cox in second as they approach the fence in the straight. Nowill just behind him. Nipperess in the white starting to make a bit of a move. Tucked in on the inside on the plinth is Crook. And then in the orange spikes moving up, it's Mark Blicavs, recently drafted by the Geelong Football Club. He's just in front of Brett Tingay, a famous name at another football club, Melbourne. And that is the bunch who is chasing, but not with much success at the moment, because Reuben Kosgei is in a world of his own down the back straight.
Well, Kosgei calls Australia his lucky country. He's had a lot of success on the soils. 2006, the Commonwealth Games, he ran here in Melbourne, 8:19.82. He collected a bronze medal behind his compatriots Ezekiel Kemboy and Wesley Koech on that occasion. Sydney, of course, the Olympic gold medal. Edmonton was where he's won his world championship, but he also returned here in 2001 for the IAAF Grand Prix final. He won that race, in fact silver in that race, 8:17.64. So he's run around that Olympic qualifying mark, which is currently 8:23.50, but he's run that on Australian soil on numerous occasions, and he's coming down 3 laps remaining. and he's in a world of his own at this stage, but he's right on that pace, putting on a very nice performance of Steeplechase running here for the fans at Albert Park.
It has been a simply magnificent performance so far. Just under 3 laps to go for the 2000 Olympic champion. Nowill in second, Nipperess is in third, Crook in fourth place with 3 laps to go. And then Kosgei. Next is Blicavs. And the man who was up there in second place for a fair bit of the time, Jacob Cox, has dropped back now, and he's lost contact with that bunch of 5, which is battling out second. But Kosgei goes down the back straight, and Tom, we're going to have a look at the next of his splits in a moment.
So the next 2,000 metre split comes just before the water jump, and it looks like he's just dropped off slightly that 8:15 schedule. The pressure of running by yourself, it's always hard when you're not marked around with the competition around you to maintain the tempo. So we see 5:42.15 go through, so he's slightly dropped off the tempo he's after, but still running very strongly. Pete Nowill, the Queenslander, Athens Olympian, Commonwealth Games representative, also a World Championship representative, leading the rest of the bunch at this stage. And it's Cox and also Nipperess in the white to his outside. And we see Mark Blicavs just dropping off the back of that group. Kosgei splitting the difference though.
2 laps to go for Reuben Kosgei, going through that last split in 5:42.15, and he is well and truly heading towards the back straight as the battle for second continues. Nowill just has it at the moment from Nipperess. Crook about 4 or 5 metres trying to get in contact with them is Brett Kosgei, then Blicavs, and then a good gap to the other runners headed by Jacob Cox as they head towards the back straight. Reuben Kosgei making it a one-man race. The man who ran 8:21.43 to beat Wilson Kipketer in Sydney. Was it really 11 years ago when we saw that sensational performance? Well, he's turning back the clock a bit tonight.
He's 21 years of age at the time that he took out that Olympic gold medal. We're born from the clock now, 31 years of age, and running so strongly at the front end of this field. Shades of days gone by for Reuben Kosgei, the Kenyan, the 8th fastest man all time on the steeplechase. And Kenya have produced some of the greatest in this event. 1 lap remaining. He's about to collect the bell. Let's get behind this Olympic champion, this magnificent athlete, a bronze medalist at the Commonwealth Games in Melbourne, a world champion in Edmonton in 2001. And he's inside the final lap. Might be just inside that 8:30 split.
And now Tom Nipperess making a move at the bell with a lap to go, and he has cleared right away with a big spurt. And he's got probably about 15 metres on Nowill now, and Daryl Crook is in 4th place, about to challenge Nowill as they go down the back straight. But this has been a joy to behold. From the moment the starter fired the gun, this man Reuben Kosgei decided that this was going to be his race, and he's making his way off the back straight now. As we said, turning back the clock just a little bit. We have seen one of the great distance athletes in action. We saw him here in Australia in those great days at Sydney Olympic Park 11 years ago. Through the water jump he comes now, 31 years of age. Put your hands together for Reuben Kosgei. This has been a simply magnificent performance in the Branislav Malinowski 3,000 metres steeplechase, and he's on his way to victory in the race named after the 1980 Olympic champion, the 2000 Olympic champion. Reuben Kosgei comes down to the line and wins in 8:39.37. Nipperess sprinting home, gets into second placing. He has run a brilliant last lap and a quarter. Nipperess to get into second, and it's going to be Nowill in third, just in front of Daryl Crook. But what a magnificent performance we've seen from Reuben Kosgei of Kenya.
Now I'm training for marathon, so I can't change immediately like that, but I can still think maybe 2-1 with pacemakers, because today actually I was just a prone runner, I was just a pacemaker and competitor. So maybe if someone like pacemaker, I could improve time like 8:15, maybe something like that.
Matters, good outcome for me, second across the line, first Australian. All credit to Reuben, past Olympic champion, obviously a great athlete, and he'd be wrapped with a win, but yeah, I was happy with how it performed.
And how do you adjust to these conditions? Is it something that you're thinking about, or you're just out there and you're smashing it?
Us distance runners are pretty tough. We train in all conditions.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, good one.